home on the range, where the cattle don't exist, 'cause we sold all our farms to the corporate machine. Yes, home on the range. What's up, Woodson Bear? Where the corporate G-Man took our land. Home on the range, where everyone is poisoned by rain. Alright, Ivy League. I'm going to do a talk here with tryptameanz, or Alex. This is a great angle. There we go. A little better. Richie, what's going on? Fun tempo, what's going on, guys? I'm going to talk a bit about, what the fuck were we going to talk about? We're going to talk about, tryptameanz is way more prepared. He'll know. Hello, welcome Raisins. Let me get him on here. He's an entertaining dude. He's going to join. Fucker. Sorry, I haven't had my coffee, so I just swear like a freaking sailor. God bless everybody. Laconic Bear, what's going on? Top of the morning. Top of the morning to you. That's my 1/8. I think I'm 1/8. I might be 1/16. Irish. I am having some coffee. Yeah, you too, buddy. I'm having some coffee. Got to talk to Alex. Alex is going to tell me the good word. He usually does. I don't know shit right now. Okay. What's up, little lady bear? I'm trying to keep it PG. I think he's making coffee. I'm pretty good. Not much going on here. Look, there's a map back there. You know? You wanted to talk about the tinfoil dating stuff. I wanted to talk about getting out there and, meeting people kind of thing. And one application, the web app I was trying to make, and freak. But yeah. This has been sitting in the fridge for a while. It's kind of like a coffee cake. Clear you out. Just run you to the bathroom. You gotta stop making such a strong coffee. That's all. Make a weaker coffee. Because I would do that too. I just love coffee, so I'd make a really, really strong one. And it's true. It will destroy your insides. This kind of coffee cake is like coconut flour with some eggs and some butter. That's pretty much it. So, I like how you guys are sticking around even though this is incredibly boring. It's funny. Yeah, everyone's having coffee. That's probably why everyone's like, yeah. What's up, Sean? What's up to you, buddy? I've been working at a restaurant, well, a pub. Just been doing that like almost 7 days a week. And I'll show you what Canada looks like right now. Since, some people don't know. Canada. It's so snowy. What are you doing, Canada? Alright, there's tryptameanz. He's ready to go. Pub life indeed. Alright, let's get him in here. Go live with tryptameanz. No? No snow, huh? Yeah, we got some back in 2 weeks ago.
Good morning.
Alright, top of the morning to you.
Unironically, because I say that all day and it's actually morning.
Now it is, yeah. I know
Uh,
and I know it. Fuck. Trying to balance this shit now.
how are you doing today?
Oh, not bad. I mean, I just woke up, so.
Uh,
I had an angle. I guess since you cut off half my screen, it's all fucked now.
yeah, the snow melted here too. I'm sure
Alright,
we're
dude.
similar to Buffalo.
Huh?
No, it's buddy here saying Buffalo, the snow melted. So it did here too. We had pretty good amount of snow.
Lady Bear, this is Alex.
Who's this guy? Nobody. I'm literally a nobody. I'm gonna muffle my
You're
mic.
Canadian.
I'm turning on my espresso machine, so I'm muffling my mic.
Alright. He's going espresso, I'm doing French press. I did grind my coffee this morning. From whole beans. I'm digging it. It's not espresso or anything. You got, what were we going to talk about last night? I don't remember shit.
Good morning. Um, crap. What did we say here, eh? I forget to.
Oh, we're going to talk
Your
about,
your your new ideas.
yeah.
Something about the firmament, and I wanted to. Oh yeah. So yeah. Let's just let's just start with something, and it'll all come.
Yep. This is the most unprepared I've been for a stream for a long time.
I don't know. We did a good job last time together though. Or actually no, the time before I was thinking of when we cooked breakfast. Right now, yeah, I don't feel in the zone, but we'll do something out of it.
I'm getting coffee and food into me. It's working. I tell you what I make. Like I make like a coconut thing with like butter and like eggs. That's pretty much it.
A
I cook it.
coconut thing?
I think I told you about it.
No,
No?
no.
It's like a little like cake thing. I make this a lot, man.
What is it?
Coconut flour, butter, a couple of eggs, like maybe like 4 eggs.
You put coconut flour and eggs together?
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Sometimes I add vanilla to this. It's kind of like just my go-to breakfast thing.
Yo, let me see that plate again.
You see
Yeah,
it?
those are fucking mint.
Oh, the like the old china.
Yeah, they're nice.
My grandma's.
Where are my headphones?
You take out your wisdom. Oh, we got some good chats here. Let me read them. Currently working on a theory that explains how wisdom teeth make more grounded, and removing them results to losing that energy.
Well,
I mean, go ahead.
have you heard about the toxin buildup if you ever get your root canal?
No.
I don't want to just say this without being prepared properly in case I make a mistake, but apparently if you root canal your tooth, you get some crazy toxin buildup that can lead to cancer.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what doesn't lead to cancer in the new age. I can't find my headphones. Can you hear me well? Because I'm gonna have to ride the wave like this.
Yeah, it's all right. It's no problem. You know, let's just jump right into the flat Earth stuff. What have you seen?
Well, I've never been sold on it because I guess, okay, so a good explanation was how Owen's like, you have no proof that the world is actually round. And then he gives reasons like, I fucking hate that convertible example about how the only way the atmosphere wouldn't be moving would be that we'd have to be in an enclosed area, which that is complete nonsense and it doesn't work that way. I did the math and the whole force of the inertia we have with, oh fuck, I'm not even thinking clearly right now. The inertia that we do have with the combined with the force of gravity does beat off the centrifugal force, so nothing would spin off and fly away. That doesn't work like that. And then what is tripping me out now is the videos with the zooming. There is a light bending through atmosphere that a certain amount. It's just how far those calculations I haven't done.
Right.
And I'm not sure about how far it can bend. So if there is like someone doing a zooming across, like if you did how it would to me would be provable that it's beyond light bending through the atmosphere because it's a medium would be zooming a camera from one continent to another. Then I will like bend the knee, but so far these other ones, it's technically possible that the light bends, so I'm not sure. And then the whole firmament scraping rocket crap, that's starting to get a little weird, that's for sure. So Legionnaire Bear did decide, I don't know if it was him who decided or someone else decided that they would create a balloon so that like instead of just taking other people's videos word for it and that they did it and then that they don't see a curb or whatnot, right? Just like how NASA shows us videos and there is a curb they could be messing with. We want to build a balloon. Now, so I thought of an idea. I haven't gone through with this. I haven't told him this yet, but I mentioned that I want to talk to him about it. I was going to do it on AutoCAD, but then I'm like, maybe there's better programs than AutoCAD for 3D. I don't know, I haven't used SolidWorks, but I think SolidWorks might be the one. And if you did draw the Earth on SolidWorks, and then you like zoomed out by raising your elevation away from Earth, and so you had the camera angle basically that you would have if you were in a balloon, right?
Right.
What you do while recording this, because okay, you could take your balloon and then you could go up. I don't know what it is that it can do. That it will be able to technically do is about 10,000 feet or more, or whatever, right? And if we don't see a curve at all, and people are like, "Well, let's see, you're not high enough yet," so that to at least beat that out, we would do the SolidWorks Earth, and then have it like just it's plain and simple, black and white, right?
Right.
And have it exactly the same. So the elevation of the balloon's going up, you'd have the elevation on SolidWorks go up. And so as soon as you go up, and if you're seeing a curve on SolidWorks and none on the real Earth video, then someone's fucking lying.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So at least you have something redundant because they would have to be identical.
So the videos that at least sell me on a flat Earth are the balloon videos. The ones that are 50,000 feet.
It's 50,000? Yeah, I thought that seemed low when I said 10.
Yeah, it's stratosphere kind of like style, whatever it is. Like I think they get close to 100,000. Yeah, so they go really, really damn high.
Yeah, so you should definitely be able to see a curve, but I'm gonna see if I can get my hands on SolidWorks. It's gonna be better than AutoCAD, I think, because it's meant to be three-dimensional. And so then you can literally replicate the balloon going up and being like, okay, well, clearly you can see something going on at X amount of feet. So so I want to use it as like a redundant comparison.
Cool. And then just like cognitive consonance versus cognitive dissonance. When you start being a Christian, it starts to become really dissonant to follow a globe Earth model. My experience.
Wait, why?
Just because not a lot of it is. Well, because it if you follow the globe model, then you get the space model, and then you get the Big Bang Theory. Pretty much. That's what I.
The Big Bang Theory, for over 10 years, I thought that was the dumbest fucking thing in the world. That has nothing to do with anything. That's just,
No,
they
I'm just
threw
saying,
that on,
as
so who gives a shit?
someone who believes in the globe, like it's tied to the Big Bang Theory in a way. It's like
No, but it's, okay,
yeah, I
let's
can
say,
explain what you're saying.
let's pretend the Big Bang happened. God could have done that. It's always been irrelevant.
Yeah, I know. And this is like the scientific Christian worldview.
Yeah, but it's still the Big Bang is always, I've always thought that was nonsense, way before it even considered Christianity again.
Oh, yeah.
And
Cool.
it doesn't make God irrelevant. It just becomes okay. By the way, the little lady bear there. Bible talk a lot about the firmament. So yeah, and I don't know how much because I've told you about the Kurgan, because he mentioned the firmament. The actual translation of the firmament is the sky. It doesn't mean dome. It doesn't mean water. It doesn't mean anything to do with a lid. It just means the sky in direct translation.
Disciple there makes a good point here. He says you can either have infinite regress or a beginning, and that's where the cognitive,
Can you explain that, the infinite regress?
that's like saying why till eternity. You know what I mean? It's like, well, why the Big Bang? Well, why this? Why that? Eventually, you just have to say there was a beginning. You know, that's what really solidifies the Bible for me. It's like, it's a beginning and it's true, kind of thing. He's saying that like perpetual science and like perpetually figuring things out, like discovering the newest thing. You know, a beginning of time, space, matter is necessary to reach a present moment. I guess it's true, yeah. That's what he says. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought it was so fucking hilarious how they said a Big Bang happened and there's no God, and I'm like, well, fucking.
Yeah, you can just ask why did the Big Bang happen?
No, but you're made of energy that literally cannot be created or destroyed mathematically in our universe, and it came from nothing. You fucking nunts. Jesus. How fucking dumb can you be to believe this?
Yeah. Yeah.
That is the biggest contradiction on, like, I couldn't think of a better example. Like this, that's a way to bait someone out of being a retard. Like,
yeah.
So you can't create or destroy energy, but it came from nothing. It's like, if you agree to that, you're fucking retarded.
Or you just went to a public school.
Holy fuck. No, you don't.
Public schools are fucking are religions, man. They say no religions, and it's because they just want to fringe out their territory. They don't want religions in school because they want to keep their globalist worldview intact.
Yeah. It's madness.
Yeah, you bring up a good point about energy and matter, and if you go into like the Orthodox theology, they're just like uncreated energies, created energies kind of thing. They make it really simple and logical. It's like something uncreated made the created world.
Yeah. It is like, okay, because that's the thing too. If the world is a globe, that doesn't make anything less relevant about religion. Like it's like Christianity. Yeah. It's still fully relevant. It's just wild, really wild madness that they were able to create this illusion for that long.
Right.
Because they did this 400 years ago? No, way more. Sorry, because
It's like
it's
14th century, I believe. Post
yeah,
Dark
no,
Age.
because I always fuck this up because I never really cared. But you get who did globe Earth? Because Copernicus did that the Earth revolves around the sun. That was second step. I always fucking mixed those up as being the same thing. Wasn't the same thing. So does anyone in the chat know when and who? Fuck, I forget his name too. That realized that the Earth was round. But you know what I'm talking about. I'm open here, but I still don't think the world is flat.
No.
But
Well,
I'm not
okay.
told
Here's
yet.
what I'll
Like
say.
honestly,
Here's what I'll say about perspective.
if it's proven to me, then yeah, like I'm willing, and I want to go do those Zoom experiments myself. I can't fucking trust people on the internet. It's just I can't do it. Even though like so many sound sincere, they sound like legitimately sincere. They can be fooled themselves.
Okay. So let's say you get married and have a child and you start raising that child, and basically this question comes up.
From my child, you mean? Is this theoretical? Okay.
Theoretical, of course.
I mean, yeah, I'm trying to, yeah, okay, shoot.
And you have a child that, he's like 5, maybe he's going up that age, and he's like, is the Earth round? Is the Earth flat?
And if it was like right now?
Huh?
Did you finish? Do you want me to answer?
No, I was just gonna say, like, what do you tell him?
Right now, like if it was this moment, because my opinion might change. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him there's a lot of
time. Just do it now.
I'm gonna tell him that. Listen, I'm not exactly sure right now. I'm leaning towards this round, but everyone's such a liar on this planet that don't listen to anybody. Figure it out yourself. I currently think it's round, but there's some weird, suspicious stuff going on here. Because honestly, there is the science does explain. I mean, to an extent, the light bending. It's just to an extent. I don't know. This one's the foggy one because I haven't done the calculations how far it could possibly bend according to what they say.
I'm a 5-year-old. I don't understand shit here.
Huh?
I'm a 5-year-old.
No, I started talking to you normally now. I would tell him I don't know. I think it's round, but I'm not exactly sure because there's liars.
You would basically tell him to go out and explore it for himself.
Yes, and the important thing is to say that they're liars, right?
That NASA's a liar. Yeah, that NASA definitely lies.
Oh yeah, NASA's hilarious. I'm gonna do a little joke video. I haven't. My buddy went to where the hell do they have it? Orlando? Where did they fly the fake jets from?
Probably, yeah. I haven't seen this. That sounds funny, man. You should do that.
They fly. Okay, so he went to Orlando. He got me a NASA shirt. I like my NASA shirt because it's like it's my beater around the house and stuff like that. I don't work in it and get it destroyed, but it's like my halfway to work. It's my housework shirt. I'm going to put on a clown mask because I have a sweet clown mask. I'm going to put the shirt on, and I'm going to put on, you remember that song that dude made for Owen, We Didn't Go to the Moon, the techno song? Yeah. I'm going to play that, and I'm going to fucking dance to it with the clown mask and the NASA shirt. And I'll put it on Instagram.
Do it.
We didn't go to the moon.
Disciple Bear makes a good point. Pizzas are round and flat. I think he's right.
Pizzas are definitely round, and they have an ice wall. Sorry, a crust wall.
A crust wall. Oh, shit.
And sometimes the crust wall is filled with cheese in the Wicked galaxies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he loves
that shit. When Lord Jesus comes to that one.
Jesus. Oh, good old Jesus.
I love cooking cheese, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm a cheese master.
I think when my kid comes to me and says, like for a definite answer, it's like, is the world round? Is the world flat? And he wants an answer, and I just got to be like, Um,
Listen,
I just
Sean,
gotta. I know it's a hard question because you want to give an answer to that, and I really want to give an answer. I want to say it's flat, but that's probably what I'd say. I'd say like I'm pretty sure it's flat. But I would also say like that's probably your main focus is just like not being too concerned about how round the world is. But
oh, I'm not concerned with it. I just find it.
no, I'm not taking a jab at you. I just like you could spend a lot of time reinforcing either position. Um, but if you're not being fruitful and multiplying, like you're not doing it right. So, anyways, pineapples represent the sodomites.
Yeah, that I will agree to that because don't you even take that back with your nonsense. Pineapple on a pizza is blasphemy of the highest kind of heresy.
I made a pineapple pizza the other day.
I'm so dumb.
Pineapples are based.
Pineapple.
Sean said
Pineapple
sometimes
is
pizza
horrible.
is square.
That is made up. That never happens.
It never happens. See, whenever you're trying to make a square pizza, it just kind of folds in on itself till it's a circle again, so it's flat. It's got what do you call it? It's got like self, bending properties. All right. Now, okay, a fruit pizza. Have you ever made a fruit pizza? I know you're not a pizza like
Fruit pizza?
yeah, just like it's like a sugar crust, like almost like a cookie crust.
No,
And then,
I've eaten one of those fucking stupid ones that they make that's like cake, but no,
yeah,
they're not cake. You know, I don't know. I don't see why fucking around with that. You know what are good though? When you have fruit-filled pierogies, those are fucking good.
all right. Sell me on these.
No, they have like dessert pierogies, and you boil them the same, and you could fry them up on butter after. You could even put like the hard granular sugar fried up on that, and it is bloody delicious.
Wow. All right. I like that. Oh, what were we talking about last night? For food. Oh yeah, we were talking about donair pizzas.
Yeah, see, I didn't know what the hell that name was because I didn't know the donair sauce title or whatever. But I definitely had those before. They are very good. But it's basically garlic bread with a slightly different sauce, right? Like it's a creamy garlic bread in the shape of a pizza.
That's it. It's got matzah on it. Very simple.
Well, dude, why is there all of a sudden a surge of people talking about pineapple on pizza like it's actually popular? People who like pineapple on pizza know that they're in a very, very tiny minority of people who like that shit, and they try to express it and talk about it as if it's
Like vegans.
everybody loves it. Everybody loves pineapple pizza. It's delicious. Mm. No, no, it's not. It's fucking gross. Hey, MLP1888. You confuse the shit out of me a lot because my buddy who is a Bruins fan, his name is Mac Power, and I see Mike Power and a Bruins logo all the time, and I fuck you two up a lot. I always think it's him.
Look at Sean. Sean's throwing out fake statistics. It's like 60% of people love pineapple pizza.
97
He's
97%
controlled.
of scientists agree that pineapple pizza is more delicious than pepperoni. 97%. The debate is over.
97%. I love when debates are over. I like when they're just like, yeah, the debate's over.
There's no
We
debate.
win. Surrender. 34% of stats are gay. I like that. I mean, I think it's way higher. Stats aren't that gay, are they?
No, but you know what? That could be a very accurate stat. If you think about how many magazines are out there that literally make up shit all day long, 34% is quite possible. Like, that's a good number. I like where he's going with this. You've come a long way since your fucking pineapple stat.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so if anyone doesn't know, Donair pizza is just the regular pizza dough with garlic butter, and then mozzarella cheese, and usually bacon on top, Canadian bacon or something. And then
I
you make
didn't. I didn't have the one with bacon.
no, that's usually how it goes. Like that's the maritime way. And then you get a sauce made out of like a condensed milk, and you add like vinegar and some garlic to it. That's it. It's a very garlicky thing.
I don't know. It's delicious, and I can't remember where the hell I had that from.
Probably Quebec or something.
Some pizza supplier. I don't know which one though.
What are you making?
Fuck, I'm so dumb. I tried to. I've literally had this happen once before. I didn't put a cup under my espresso, and then I walked away for sound. I came back, and it was pouring into nothing.
See, I can't do that with the French press.
Fuck, I haven't had one of those in a while, but I just love espresso.
Yeah. So what do you think? So I'll tell you this web application. So you think this would be useful? Okay, so you know how in Instagram you can only search one hashtag? It's a bitch.
Oh, you were thinking of comboing up?
Well, I'm thinking of just making a front end that you can put in 2 different or 3 different hashtags, and then it goes and searches Instagram and cross-references the results. You know, so it's like I could type in, homestead and then like my local area, and then find people who are homesteading in my local area. Because you can't do that. You can search by location or you can search by hashtags. And what I want to do is like make a little web app. Put in one thing, you put in one thing, and it finds one post and another post, and then cross-references and shows you only the most relevant ones that have both of those hashtags.
That's a good idea, but isn't location, isn't that one that is separate, that you can do location and one other thing?
I couldn't do it on a
I don't know. I haven't fucked around. I'm kind of new to Instagram. I only got it because Owen live streaming, so I didn't even know. I haven't fucked around with it.
I don't think they want you to do it, so.
Probably not. But I just remember from back in the day, because I haven't used Facebook in like 6 years, but you can still look up a person and a location, I think, no? Or
Facebook, yeah, I think you can.
And they're fucking owned by the same monkeys anyway.
I don't like Facebook. I found all the people I've interacted with have been through Instagram. So
no, I got rid of Facebook so many years ago because I was like, what the fuck are people posting? Did I never tell you this? Like I deleted it. Sorry, I deleted it because it was just wild watching what people like say. Like they're like speaking their inner thoughts on something on a platform where no one should be reading this nonsense. And
right.
So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm done with this shit. I deleted it. And then like I swear it was like 2 years later I come back on because someone told me. I didn't like delete it. I just stopped using it. And so someone told me I need to go check my inbox. There for some reason they wouldn't forward it to me in another way, so I had to go back on. And it was like a weird like coincidence, like God showing me you made the right choice, because the first thing that comes up in my feed was the most fucked up conversation I could ever expect someone to post publicly about fighting over their, I don't know, bastard kid with both of them bitching about the other person's very heavy drug addiction. And I'm not talking about like, I swear it's like they're needling something. I don't know. I don't remember the details anymore. But like, they're literally, what should have been an inbox or face-to-face conversation was just being walled. And I'm like, holy fuck, this is just disgusting. I can't believe what I'm fucking reading. And it was the first thing that happened to pop up. So,
yeah, it's always like domestic like issues on Facebook.
I like, have you no shame? I know it's good to like, sometimes try to have no shame, but there's a couple steps too far and there's running a mile too far.
What do you think about people who aren't bears but who are suited to be bears.
Can you explain that better?
What's that?
Can you explain that better?
Yeah, maybe when I'm not. Okay. So
Bacon, pineapple, sausage. You guys don't know what the fuck to put on a pizza. Have you been to Italy? No, I'm kidding. You don't have to go to Italy to know what's good. Actually, I don't even remember if I went to Italy once.
that's an appeal to authority right there.
I don't know if I even fucking had pizza when I was there.
All right, so there's people out there who don't know about bear communities, but they're well suited to be bears. Like they're in like there's a lot of people in like different situations and really smart people. I don't know, like beforehand, like I would probably just be fucking around, not moving on with my life if I hadn't found some of this community for me. To be honest.
So what are you saying? Should we wait? How to get like more people in on it?
Well, I think it's uncovered something even bigger than just fans of Owen Benjamin.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And by the way, Canadians may not have any opinion on pizzas because they do suck, but I'm not fucking Canadian, so that doesn't matter either. And I'm very well traveled, actually, so I've had a lot of different pizzas. And next person to put pineapple in here gets fucking banned. Just kidding. I'm not actually going to ban you, but
you can't ban anyone. Don't worry. Pineapple all you want. Ironically, Canadian bacon and pineapple are in the Holy Union. Yeah. It's on our provincial flag here in New Brunswick. Now,
you know what most people don't know? The Hawaiian pizza's fucking Canadian. Is that weird or what? So actually,
Canadian, yeah.
No, I know, but I don't know if these guys know it, and they're like, Canadians shouldn't have an opinion on pizza. Yeah, we probably shouldn't have, because we wouldn't have invented the pineapple fucking pizza.
It's definitely an East Coast thing too, because that's where Hawaii is and stuff.
Whatever. Yeah. Okay. So wait, you're saying how do we spread? Do we get?
Here's what I'm saying. This is my idea with the web app. It's like that's why I want to use the hashtags, because I think there's a lot of people out there who are doing like half of the issue. Like there's a lot of people who are homesteading, but not with Christ. There's a lot of people with maybe with Christ and not homesteading. Kind of thing, like they're being like fruitful, but they're not multiplying, or they're multiplying, but they're not being fruitful, kind of thing, So I'm just thinking like, because I trust a lot of bears, like I trust you with personal information. I've trusted other bears with personal information, and I've yet to be really betrayed by it. So that's really, really great.
It is definitely a different community for sure.
Yeah, because I don't feel.
I've never even wanted to make an online friend because it sounded gay, like really gay. I'm like, I don't fucking need that shit. That's for losers. And I've made so many here that I like literally like and trust a lot that I'm like, holy shit, because you're able to communicate so differently with people here that you already have an incredible amount of stuff going on that's mutual, right?
I guess that's what's great about Owen. It's like he forces you not to have like he forces you to have an open mind and to think about things objectively and like hear people out. Like that's what you do when you watch Owen's stream. You really just like listen to what he's made up in his mind, and you can agree with it or disagree with it or talk about it, And that's what I found with the bears too. It's like there's some bears who believe in flat Earth wholeheartedly, and I don't talk to. I don't know. I have a type of like person I enjoy talking to and stuff. It's like I said, it's mostly Southerners. It seems so. East Coasters too.
Yeah, I get that a lot too. But yeah, that's the thing. I've seen some weird drama between bears and blocking and stuff like that, and like I haven't that I know of, and I'm pretty positive I haven't been blocked by anyone yet, but like maybe for now. But I'm really not, and I'm not the drama type guy, but I see other people and I'm like, this is kind of weird how that happens. But
it's an oxymoron to be dramatic and be a bear.
Yeah, well, there are some. I don't know. I know I've talked to people who gave bannings and have been banned by people, and I'm like, I don't know why you do that, but we're good.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, like I showed my face and stuff like that, and I know not everyone does, so I feel like
Yeah.
fuck. I'm trying to actually have these kind of conversations and like make good friends because like my future is you know I need allies kind of thing. It's the human factor, but the real bears reconcile and forgive. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
What up, Triple L?
the longest spat I had was someone who said don't use motherfucker and Jesus in the same sentence, which I just did right now. But and I was like,
That
well,
doesn't count.
what?
What you just did doesn't count, though.
Yeah, I was I was just kidding. Just a joke. And he was like, yeah, just don't do that. And I'm like, it's a bit of blasphemy. I'm like, well, I love Jesus. He's like, I do too, and that was it. That was the drama.
Uh,
Triple L, hello. What's up? Yeah, you called her Triple L. She's back. Loves life.
yeah, I give everyone a lot of shortcut names because there's Jesus Christ, some of them are unbelievable. Unbelievable.
CC Bear. CC Bear. People try to adopt Owen's banning policy. We don't realize the bullshit he deals with. I think Owen is, yeah,
Oh,
we don't
yeah.
know what Owen deals with.
That's why I said I was kidding about the pineapple. I just made a joke of it because we were talking and it was just pizza pineapple talk nonstop. I pictured what he's going through too with that. Like, shut the fuck. Actually, that made me think more of Vox Day because he gets really irritated when there's different topics going on. Because I noticed this a long time ago before he said it. He fucking reads every single bit of it.
Oh, yeah?
You know how? Okay, he talks slow, but he is literally reading the whole chat the
Right.
whole time. I don't think fuck all goes by him. That's why he's talking slow.
Right. That's probably right, man, because, like, Fox is, he always, like, comments on almost everything, so.
What's up, Boingo Bear? Yeah, no, he does. No, he does. Well, he doesn't comment on everything. He reads everything and he comments when he needs to. But that's why he's reading so slow.
Look what Love said.
Oh, they're a great dessert. Just keep them off the damn crust.
Yeah, just keep them off the pizzas. That's all you gotta do, Love.
I mean, put them in a bowl beside your strawberries. Delicious. It's fantastic. It's like honestly too. It goes the same with I don't like sweet dinners or anything like that. Like the closest that I like to mixing like fruits or sweets with dinner is if you really do know what you're doing, and I mean really do know what you're doing. If you put raspberries in a specific vinaigrette, it tastes okay. It's pretty good. I've had a professional chef make it where it fucking tasted good. But otherwise, it's like save the fruit for dessert. What the hell are you mixing that with? Hey, Boingo Bear, is that like a low-key Polish flag going on behind your logo or what?
Some Polish colors.
No, I'm wondering if that's a coincidence or is Boingo Bear secretly Polak because I didn't know that.
So, okay. What about the reason I brought the other stuff up too is because of
All right.
oh, it's Pink Floyd, yeah.
Forgot. No,
The song's been stuck in my head. Wish You Were Here. I heard Owen play it. It's been stuck in my head for like a week.
Yeah, it's a really small logo from my perspective right now. That's why.
It's like it bears out. It's like I'm over it.
You,
Oh yeah.
yo, calling tomatoes a fruit, okay, it's nonsense because you know there's no such thing as a fruit, right? Literally, it's a culinary made-up term that actually has no basis in science, and I mean science in a proper way, because everything is a fruit, a seed, or like a root, I guess. I forget, but
Yeah.
the difference between a vegetable and a fruit is culinary. There's no difference.
Cole County Bear just called you a fruit.
I mean, only on Sundays, and that was yesterday, so we can get over that for the next 5 days, 6 days, right?
Yeah. Um. Yeah, because you need your pruning. Why do you say no fruit on pizza?
Well, because we did mean it in the typical senses of like a pineapple is a fruit to put on pizza. A tomato sauce is a sauce made of something that people consider a fruit. If we want to get into semantics here,
We are in semantics, that's for sure. Good old semantics. Okay, one more thing I want to talk about. So why I brought up the expanding the bear communities, because you can go out there and look for people that who are following, different YouTubers or whatever, and you can find them online and stuff, and maybe they're
wait,
local.
say that again?
Oh, like you can search Instagram and find not just bears. There's people out there and like just know all this stuff and aren't bears.
Okay, wait, so that's why you're talking about searching hashtags and
Yeah.
like inviting them. You should
Well,
check this.
at least talking to them. I mean, I don't care if they become bears. I just like if
Really,
there's
but
people out there, I want to meet them.
you have a very good point though with actually expanding the bear army.
True. Bear's a great banner. I love it. Like we can make logos out of it. We can put it on our names, and it's a good like indicator. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea.
So, but I'm making that point. It's like I know. I just realized that there are people out there who aren't bears who are hot to all this stuff. Like they know NASA's fake. They know everything's fake. And it's just I think it's part of the truther movements. I have met so many people like us, but they aren't part of the group. Yeah. So there you go. Love sees them. Bear Force One. I like it. The thing about the bears is it's decentralized, kind of. The hardcore bears are pretty centralized, I guess, to Owen. You know what I mean? If Owen's got a fight, he can rally up a group and
I like your idea because there isn't enough bears in my area. I'm not saying I'm in the shit because I'm outside of Toronto. I left Toronto 2.5 years ago, something like that. So I'm on the outskirts where it's pretty good still, and like I want to go even further, and I probably will. But there isn't anything around me. Like I looked at your bear maps. There's only like a few of us here. I know it's expanding. There people haven't signed on and whatnot, and it's gonna get better. But
yeah,
there's still a low correlation of it.
There's about 350 people on the map, and there's probably closer to like a couple thousand bears. Maybe 1,500 bears officially on Instagram, I think, that I've found. Using bear maps, I coordinated a Pacific Northwest Bears chapter, 30 strong. We're organizing hang outside the crops bartering. So we're organizing hang outside and crop bartering. I think that's what he meant. It's hard because people think that we are a gay group.
Yeah, that is a problem.
Is it? I don't know about this.
Yeah, because I didn't know this, but apparently, what is it? Bears is a term for like
oh, it is.
Twink daddy. What do you? I don't fucking know, but
forgot about this. Yeah, it's a huge problem. Well, whatever. We're not going to change our names.
Yeah, no, who cares? It's unbearable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. It'd be good to expand it and get more people on. We don't necessarily need the map, but it's one tool that it seems to work for some people. The only thing I was thinking was like give people, different applications, stuff I've done. Like I've gone on Instagram and just like followed a bunch of people and like found cool people that way too, right?
Yeah. So I want to ask actually about disciple bears here.
Okay.
You set up a chapter. Are you doing this per an Instagram group, I guess? How are you doing this? I just wanted to know that.
Right.
And yeah, fucking right, Boingo. Am I saying that? Is it Boingo Bear? Because I don't, I've always just read it and not said it. But yeah, we must take the rainbow back. It's, it's always gonna seem a little fruity to me though, but I would like it back.
I think the rainbow is, yeah. I'm not going to paint my car rainbow. I mean,
Yeah.
here's the thing, guys, about web applications. All right, so think of it this way. I rent a server that is literally like a virtual server on a big farm. Guess who owns that farm? Google. Had I gone with any other web hosting, it would probably still be Google. It's all centralized. There's just people who, the cheapest rates. Like Google's always going to have the cheapest rates because they're the big guys. And so if I put a website on my server and it's like they deem it hate speech, they can take it down and not give me any notice. It's in the contract.
That's
So we're not
that,
safe building everything unless we literally have our own computers and literally host our own things on our own computers and have like 24/7 maintenance and like all this stuff. It's a big job.
that's also, but that's why like they did unauthorized from. I don't know if they mentioned what country. I assume China, but
Yeah.
they did it from another country.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's keep the servers outside. They probably did it in Sweden because Sweden is got all those laws, right?
Did they? I don't know. I just assume China because China like does. Or do you know what's a good one? India. They do. I think they're a good place to do it too. I'm not. I'm not 100% sure. I had an idea that India would be good too.
Disciple Bears, answer your question.
Wait, where this
Is
chat
it?
only? I hate how this chat locks. Like if you're not touching it, it only shows two at a time. They just go by.
Oh, want me to read it? He said, I used bear maps, wrote down all the bears in the vicinity, and DM'd each to verify. We've been in a group for 2 months already. So
Okay, that's good. Yeah, see, the problem is, I already looked at my area, and within like, I'm talking 3 hours of drive, there's like 7 of us. I need more people on there, and I need more bears in general from my fucking area.
I think the licensing, just to answer Love's question here, I think the licensing for basically a Facebook plugin for something I don't have to build basically is about $100, and it will have everything Facebook has, maybe except like live video and stuff. Just saying, we could raise money for it. I'm just not going to put down $100.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, Coal Country. Actually, I got a question for you. Did you make that logo, the Coal Country bear logo, or did you find that? Because it's pretty fucking cool. It looks like a really wicked sports jersey logo. You gotta know that. Yeah.
Love Life wants to make a bear trading post. What do you think of that idea?
What?
Basically like Kijiji Classified, but just for bears.
What's the advantage of doing this then?
I don't know. She wants to make it.
As opposed to like, why would having that exclusive be better?
Maybe she can answer it. I'm just a builder.
Yeah, that's that's a cool logo for local. See, I played on a regional soccer team, and we didn't even make a logo. We just kept the whole fucking city's like again, I don't know what you'd even call it. It was like I didn't want to get into it, but we didn't have our own damn logo. We just had the W for my town. Canadian sports are broke.
Also, getting apps on the Play Store, I can do that. It's like $25 to get on the Android Play Store, and I think for iOS, it's probably like $50 or something.
25 for one-time fee, or
Yeah, it's a
every
one-time
year.
developer fee. You just you can each have like a key after that.
Hmm.
It's not bad. What do you
Oh,
think about like a portable bear app where you just have all your bear friends on it? Sounds
yeah,
good.
I thought that would be a good idea.
Is it better than Instagram that way?
I think like for yeah, it's
It's
because
basically imagine Facebook but exclusive.
wait, yeah, well, whatever. It doesn't have to be like Facebook, right? I'd say stealing some of the best ideas and then having it like kind of just made into that. It's more, I'd say more for the communication of it rather than using Instagram to
Okay, so
communicate.
here's what Love says. She said the advantage is our views are based on sharing, helping, and being self-sustainable, and we want to stop paying to big box stores and stuff like that. Basically, she's suggesting get most of your stuff from the people around you, which is the right thing to do. It's just um, you're paying someone eventually for shipping, you know. But
Hmm.
who knows? You know, if okay, imagine 3,000 people in the bear community, and then having a bear classified. Does that make sense?
I don't know. I just don't understand how that would be an advantage to like just remove everyone else that could be buying stuff. I have an idea for you
Okay.
that I want to toss at you, but I can't do it publicly yet. So just a reminder, I need to talk to you about something because I do have one, but I can't. I'm sorry that I can't say it yet.
What about okay? So someone else has said to me, make a bear dating site, make a tinfoil dating site.
What do you mean? Well, isn't that kind of the direction you were intending with bear maps in a way?
Yeah, it is.
You do because you don't yeah because you can technically have that as a 2-in-1.
I know.
So
I could like so that's what I'm thinking. People are like, we want more functionality, I guess, for
well,
seeing
sure,
people's
but
faces.
you can still throw that into the same app.
Yeah, I think I might.
Fuck Facebook. We don't at least at least the structure of Instagram's a little bit better. I was so against it. The only fucking reason I'm even on Instagram is because of Owen's live streaming.
Right.
Actually, no, two reasons. I had a company set up for my Toronto light shows, which was originally called Tryptameanz, and then I never logged onto it. And then I came on here. So my bear name is out the door because everyone knows me by Tryptameanz because I never changed it.
Right. Well, I put mine in the what do you call it? The sub thing. Bear Instagram. I mean, you make your own social network on Instagram pretty well.
No, you know what, Bear, Cold Country Bear? It's not exactly like that. It's the problem is that bears have a hard time finding other people who have similar interests. Trust me, I live in liberal life. The
Yeah.
last, oh fuck, I don't even know, man. Every single date that I have been on for that I can remember has been with a liberal.
Sucks.
Convertible type people. I can convert them. Can you say convertible?
Yeah. I thought you were talking about cars,
I
but
took out, I took a ride in a brand new liberal. No, but it honestly, one of the last ones I can remember, I had to literally explain that Trump is not a tyrant and everything that was just accused of by you is actually what Democrats want. So like it's exhausting, and that's why calling it a dating app is kind of like shitty, but like let's face it, there's a point to it, right?
yes. The point was to meet other bears and to marry and to have children.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't mind building things. It just you know, things do cost money and time, and mainly time is my biggest issue. I do need to save money and stuff, but well, yeah. I think one day, you know, we'll have it'd be
And
nice to have our own servers and stuff, and not or use just start building. God's on our group set. All right, so I just want to finish this thought. So like the whole idea was like, so you're like the whole idea for the Bears is for homesteading and going off grid and like lowering your income and your taxes and like paying off debts is to stop leaning on the system for everything. Stop leaning on a social credit system, to give you fancy things and like provide for you, and change it to like your family and like building families and let them provide for you, kind of thing.
yeah.
And for the online stuff, I think it's the same thing. If we can get off Google servers and stuff like that, and start having our own servers, and like they don't need to be fancy. Like honestly, I could buy a server for a couple grand and host like with fiber optic. It hosts a lot of shit.
You'd have to stay. You'd have, as far as I know, you'd have to stay away from video. If you're trying to do this for, like the Kijiji, or sorry, the ads, sales ads, whatever.
Yeah.
Then you'd be all right. If you do video hosting, you're gonna need a fucking lot.
Yeah, you need quite a bit of storage, and you would need just a really good network to handle a lot of connections all at once, and probably a RAID configuration. I don't know. There's a way to do it. There's a template out there to do your own video hosting. But I mean, there's also people out there. This is the thing about the internet. Is it's literally just computers. And if we just have good people, building servers and hosting, something, we don't need to build everything. We can have one guy who's just hosting our web server for video, and we just link to him. We trust him. He's not going to compromise our information, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's the same thing like your neighbor. It's like instead of going to the hardware store, to buy your lumber, you go to your neighbor who you trust and you get a better deal, and like where the lumber comes from, you can get more lumber, and you're not going to have to worry about him.
Maybe there would be less taxes paid this way somehow. Tax credit.
Exactly.
Yeah, coal country. If you're talking about the last conversation, then yeah. I mean, there's some dormant logos here, I'm sure, but so I'm trying to find it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's really, part of the message of the Bears is like stop leaning on Babylon. Start building up the what do we call it? Just
I don't know.
what is it called?
There can be brainstorming going on.
We're not building skyscrapers to the firmament.
But can we?
Huh?
But can we?
But can we? You subverter, get out of here. Leave my channel.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
It's God's country. Kingdom.
Yeah.
It's peace. It's proper peace. It's not enforced peace. I think I got some mail.
Yeah, so we can have a brainstorming session on this.
Yeah.
What the hell else were we supposed to touch down on? I forget.
That was it. That was everything.
You sure? I swear I'm missing something. I think I thought of something last night, and I'm like, oh, I'll remember it. I didn't write it down, and I don't remember it. This was right before bed, too.
September Syndicate's in your area, I think. I think he's in Toronto.
Say again?
September Syndicate. I think he's in Toronto.
519. I don't know what the hell that is. That doesn't sound like Toronto.
Good morning from 519. I don't know what that is either. It's a highway?
No, it sounds like an area code type thing to say, no? And
Stratford.
Are you saying ladies or laddles? Oh, Stratford. Fair enough.
All right, let's call it, buddy.
Okay. Yeah, that was a good chat.
I'll put it on YouTube under this name. It's my typical handle. If you ever want a copy there to use on your own, or you want to download it, feel free.
Right on. That was good. And let's do a proper cooking stream. I've been doing some good stuff recently. A lot of experimentation.
Me too.
Do you know what I got into?
You didn't tell me. You were keeping it a secret.
No. I did bok choy. I'm really into bok choy now. I know how to fucking do it right.
Nice.
Like stir fry bok choy is amazing.
Sounds good.
Oh, do you know what I wanted to say? Okay, I've spoken to a couple people now about the carnivore diet. It's considered complete nonsense. Like real nonsense. And I understand the science behind it now.
Okay.
Why it's possible. And I'm sold on trying it.
Oh, you're gonna try it? I didn't expect you to go this way.
Yeah, I'm totally sold on trying it. I'll tell you why. Okay, firstly, the nutrition thing where I'm like, okay, how can you possibly get enough nutrition to have everything you need in it? And it threw me off. I threw myself off by not thinking of why I even originally understood why intermittent fasting works. And for those people who don't know, intermittent fasting is when you get up, you don't eat, you eat twice, then you don't eat before bed. 4 hours in the morning, 4 hours at night, totaling about 18 hours straight every day you don't eat. And I always was like, okay, that makes sense, because if you have lions who get up and then they end up having a kill, they eat once, they go to bed, and then look at the ferocious size of them, their power, their muscular strength, they're fine, right? And I ignored the same concept of how do they get nutrition too? And here's the thing. When I thought like, oh, carnivore diet, and I only heard fucking, what's her face? Michaela Fuckface Peterson say it. And she mentions eating red meat and salt, and that's it. And I'm like, well, I already specifically buy chicken. I stopped buying as much chicken breast, and I buy chicken thighs, and I chew up the cartilage and bone marrow, so that because like for weak joints, I specifically already want to chew up the cartilage. My parents make a cartilage. I don't know. Like they make gelatin from cartilage, from pig feet, and then when they want to try to be healthier, they use chicken feet, but it takes so much more. It's harder to do it. They have less cartilage, right? So they do that for their joints, and I just take the chicken thighs and I chew up the cartilage, and then I chew the bone up mostly from each end and try to get out the bone marrow for all that. And the thing is, you need to eat organs. So like I already like liver paste, like the German liver paste, and liver's the one that has the most. Like that's the key one. But then you've heard of like doing like chicken hearts and stuff like that. And yeah, Sean Baker, I think that's okay. That's the dude who's like 50 and an athlete, right? Because someone showed me this, and then like I didn't follow through with it. And I talked to a couple people already that do the carnivore diet, and then someone sent me a fan writing to him, which then I'm like, I already had him on Instagram and never went and double checked them. So firstly what sold me is I have allergies that
John Baker's a cuck, I'll just say that.
Is he? Am I thinking of the right guy?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know if I'm thinking of the right guy. I just know there's some dude. It's 50-something-year-old guy who's like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I've never looked them up again, except I saw. I have allergies that I cannot cure for some reason. I can't figure it out. And the first thing that caught my attention was that people are beating allergies by doing this. And then the second thing, the thing that sold me is the last person who I spoke to sent me a inbox message that a fan wrote to the guy that he started doing carnivore diet, and then bam, he doesn't have asthma that he's been suffering from for 24 years, 25
Yeah.
years old. And I'm like, fuck, because I don't smoke a thing. I used to smoke weed and then I developed asthma, but I know it was dormant in me. I remember doing the Terry Fox run and just blasting off like way before I smoked anything in my life, like at 10 years old or whatever it is. And I remember like just being like hardcore runner and I was fine, but I tasted plasma in my throat already then. So I already had asthma because I could taste blood. Even though it wasn't affecting my running, I sensed it already. And it's more of like, I think back to this, I know this now. But then I started smoking weed and it brought it out. And then I quit weed and I don't smoke anything. I don't vape anything. And I go for my runs and I have wicked times, but I can't beat them much. I can only like, if I push myself a little too hard at the beginning, I fucking ruin my whole run rather than being able to slow down and recover like I normally would have been able to. I have to predict and play my run like a game of chess, which that is the asthma causing it. Because if I just go a little too heavy at the beginning, the asthma fucks me up for the rest of it, so I can't beat my time. And then I see that dude's like, oh, I beat my asthma at 25 years just doing carnivore. I'm like, okay, so first I have allergies that I can't get rid of. Secondly, I have a bit of asthma that I can't just fully remove. So I'm sold. I have to try this now. Like I have to. What do I have to?
Try it.
I'm going to try it because if I get rid of it like that, oh my God, I can't fucking wait. I can't wait.
Here's what I'll say. I've done sort of a carnivore diet. I've done a lot of low carb diets and stuff like that, and I've lost about I was close to almost 60 pounds. I lost, and I'm up 20 now after putting carbs back on. But I'm a healthy 20. I'm not overweight anymore, and but my health is improved a lot just from actually eating meat a lot, and eating liver a lot too. Like, yeah, I don't get as sick. I never get sick really. And if that's the problem is like if you eat a lot of like energy that's empty in your nutrition and gives you energy, right? It gives you a calorie amount, but then your body has to find the nutrients in your muscles, has to find the nutrients in your fat cells, like it has to find the proper things to balance out your electrolytes or whatever, right? So if you eat just better, you're gonna not have chronic illness because your body's not gonna be continually, basically eating its own tissue.
That's a good point. I never even thought of it like that. Because 7 months ago, I've been on a health binge. I don't eat any fucking candy. I don't eat any junk food. Once a month, I'll have a nice cake or some ice cream or something. Once a month, literally. But I was eating a lot of vegetables, and I've been working out so much, like training or doing work, that like my training alone is up to 3 hours a day. I've been doing 2 hours of Muay Thai, I do a 5K run, I do push-ups and sit-ups all day. I had to increase my carb count. I just couldn't deal with it, so I had to eat a lot. I was eating very little like carbs because I was doing like mostly just like almost like a paleo keto hybrid of my own that I made up. But I had to add like a ton of either potato or rice or quinoa noodle or quinoa because I can't fucking handle it at the amount of exercise I do every day. And I don't know how much meat I'm gonna consume if I switch to pure meat. It's gonna be wild. But I also need to get my hunting license because if I go buy a used freezer for $250 and kill myself a large animal, it'll save me a lot of money, and I'm getting literally organic good stuff rather than who the hell knows what they fed the cow and whatnot at the store, right?
Oh yeah, nature takes better care of wild meat than a conventional, feed house or whatever, for sure.
And okay, so this you mentioned I have to look up what lipid levels are. I don't even know what that is. But like people the thing is too, if you're eating healthy meat and you're living healthy, you regulate yourself a lot. Because so I wake up every day, I eat 5 eggs in a lot of vegetables, and I drown everything with avocado oil. I eat literally a spoon of coconut oil, and then I use olive oil for like salads and other cooking. And people like, oh,
stuff nose when you have olive oil?
Sorry?
Does your nose stuff up when you have these vegetable oils like olive oil? Yeah, when I have olive oil, even a tiny bit, I get stuffed up.
Really? No, I didn't notice that. But people are talking about like, oh, my cholesterol level must be high, and and it fucking isn't even close. I don't know if it's the amount of garlic I eat, or I do consume amino acids, and I don't know. I think it's tyrosine is one that helps.
It's just too much information in this chat. I'm about to shut it down because I don't want to listen to this crap. I'm like, eat eggs.
Oh
That's
yeah,
it. That's all I'm gonna say.
try cutting out eggs. Fuck no, I don't eat enough eggs. 5 a day is like minimum. I have to eat minimum. I can't live without them.
I just got my 3 dozen eggs for the week. So.
Huh?
I just got my 3 dozen eggs for 2 weeks. Like I eat them every day.
I go through about, I think,
Yeah, you go through a lot.
what is it, 60 a month or 60 every couple of weeks? I don't know. I buy 60 at a time and they're gone in weeks. I cannot live without them. I feel fucking weird if I don't eat them. One day.
Yeah, I feel off. I don't feel full.
No. They're necessary.
Yeah. Diet's diet, guys, but like animal foods are where most of your nutrition is going to come from.
And eggs are key. They have everything you need to create a fucking life.
Yeah, because they're made out of that, basically. Yeah. Eat meat, eat steak. Steak is really good.
Yeah, I just got a free bow and arrow because I know that I was like, when I was trying to get one, I'm like,
oh, where'd you go? All right, let's shut this down. I gotta do shit. I don't mean to cut you off, but I can't even hear you now.
oh.
Okay, there you go.
I just heard a speaker in another room.
Oh, that's pretty. You probably connected Bluetooth or something.
But I don't even have a speaker that's on over there.
Oh, listen,
I
dude,
know
I gotta go.
Alarm clock, I bet.
All right.
So random. Yeah, but no. So, do you have your hunting license?
No, I'm gonna get it though.
Yeah, I've been procrastinating for 2 years. I was gonna go with my dad to get it. He got it 2 years ago. Got an SKS, and he's fucking too old to hunt. He hasn't killed anything yet. He's fucking 72. He's not limber. So.
All right, man. Let's call it. I gotta go.
Okay. Have a good day.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Take care.